Welcome to Dmac Mad Gaming. I'm your host Dmac, and here we believe gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. Now, I read an article a month ago from Polygon, and the title of the article is "Gamers Like PewDiePie Are the Reason I Don't Play Online Games." In this article, this guy was stating his experience with online games, especially at the age of 12, that deterred him from playing online games from then on. He said that the harassment was so traumatizing that he deterred from playing online games altogether. And he played a lot of the big multiplayer games like Destiny, Call of Duty, but he only played the single player part of the game, the campaign, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think that's a healthy way of dealing with toxicity online gaming, just not to be a part of it. But he says in his article he feels that should not be acceptable. That the game industry and the gaming community should not accept the verbal abuse and harassment that happens online, and that we don't do enough as gamers, and the game industry don't do enough to enforce their policies to keep people from being toxic online. And I have to disagree on that. I feel like he was choosing to make this narrative more about bashing online gaming more than helping the situation. I think he was reaching too far with the narrative. And the reason for that is because, one, bias happens everywhere in your daily life. Somebody in your life is always going to be biased. You're going to interact with someone that doesn't like you for your skin tone, for the way you talk, the way you look, the way you dress, or what you believe, or how you conduct yourself in society. Someone's not going to like the way you are, and that's just how it is. Not everyone's going to be like you for who you are. Some people are going to be very envious of you. Some people are going to hate you because of who you are. Some people are going to be jealous of you. People are biased for many reasons, and this happens throughout your life. So it's no different from online gaming. And I feel that he needs to put this in his article as well, that this is a part of his life that we all have to deal with, either if we're online or we're just out about in society. And he was saying in a lot of venues other than online gaming, it's not tolerated. It's not tolerated online neither. There are policies put in place, rules put in place to punish people that are behaving in a very vicious way. People that are being harassed by others. People that are being very verbally abusive. There are policies put in place to punish these people. Their punishments are not so severe, but there are some that can cause gamers to think twice about behaving like this. And the same thing happens in society. For example, if I go to a restaurant and I'm being waited on by a waiter or waitress, and they're being very aggressive and very rude to me, I have a couple options. I can first talk to the individual directly and ask them not to be so aggressive and rude, and ask them the reason why they have a problem with me, and try to address the situation and kind of to solve it between me and a waitress or the waiter. Or I can go to the manager of the establishment and tell him about my complaint and have him issue out a punishment according to their behavior. Or three, I can go to the business association and write a letter to them about the establishment in general. There are options that I can do in society to counteract harassment or verbal abuse or just someone being very rude to me and unprofessional. The same rules apply to online gaming. There are systems put in place by PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam that you can complain about these experiences. You can ask the developers of the game to ban the individual. You can talk to the people that host the server, like Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, or Steam, to ban them. Or you can ask them to get their account suspended, or you can ask them to get their account terminated. There are different situations where there are different punishments issued to these players. Same thing in society and online. There are systems put in place to counteract harassment and verbal abuse. And in real life, there are systems put in place for physical abuse. So there are systems put in place. So I don't understand why he's saying the gaming industry are just ignoring the minority. They hear the minority of gamers that are complaining about the toxicity online gaming. And they are putting systems in place to help. It's not going to change overnight. Progress takes time. Change takes time. More people have to adapt the idea for it to actually be real change. But there are some changes that are happening that I can see, and a lot of gamers, the gaming community can see as well. And a lot of people stating it in the comment section. That's why I will leave a link to the article in the description below for you guys to check out for yourselves. But he didn't state this in his article. That's why I feel like he was really reaching with this narrative, trying to bash online gaming together, saying that it should be absolute change all right now. I should have absolute results. It should be done right now because he feels the way he feels, but that doesn't have work. The gaming community is filled with people just like in society that are from different backgrounds, different beliefs, and different behaviors. The same people that you interact with in society, you're going to interact with in the gaming world as well. So you have to be able to adjust and to be able to deal with it and continue on with your daily life. And that's the same thing that happens in online gaming. And I felt that he wasn't stating this. And I feel like him and a lot of other people are not trying to help the situation. We should be making articles and videos on how to teach people the tools they need to deal with these situations, deal with these people, and be able to interact with these people without causing them self-esteem to go low, or for them to have mental stress where it causes their mental health to be unstable. We should be creating videos and content to help them, the people that are suffering, more than complaining about the whole situation in general. Because complaining about it's not going to make anything happen. You want change to happen, you have to be able to go out there and do things to help change happen. And they're not doing this. And I feel that complaining about it's not going to help the situation. Teach people how to deal with this. Give them the tools they need to counteract harassment or verbal abuse online. That's what we need to be doing with more content, not complain about the situation. And I feel that he's not giving people like Phil Spencer and other people that create these servers and these games and these platforms that we play on credit. Neither. Phil Spencer has been talking about this for months, about how he created new clubs for people to create their own club and set certain rules for their club for people to abide by. And if they don't follow the rules, then the club members kick the individual out. That's a great way to counteract toxicity online gaming. He's not talking about that in this article. And this article is no more than maybe a month old. So he knows about Phil Spencer, about how Xbox Live has created communities where you can control your interaction with people online. He's not talking about that at all. He's not talking about how the PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and the Steam Network have systems put in place to block players, to mute players. You know what I'm saying? And people in the comment section that agree with him on this article say, well, that takes the whole fun out of playing multiplayer games when I can't interact with people. Well, if you're playing with a group of people that are very racist or very abusive with their words, why would you want to communicate with them in the first place? If you have to mute them, maybe you should just leave the match. There are tools that you're taught growing up through life how to deal with these people. And if these people did not get these tools growing up, we as people in the gaming community and the people that report on the gaming industry should teach these people how to deal with these situations, how to be able to deal with the harasser or the person that's being verbally abusive and still be able to be happy and enjoy online gaming without spoiling the online gaming experience for them in general. That's what we should be doing instead of just bashing. And I feel like that's what he's doing in this article. He's just bashing online gaming. He's not helping the situation. People are biased. People have their own belief, how they should behave, and how other people should behave. If you don't fit their certain rules or how you should conduct yourself, they're not going to like you. And that's just how it is. I mean, it's maybe a small minority in the people, or maybe a majority. I can't say, I don't know the statistics on it, but that was something I would like to know. If you guys know the statistics between the people that are toxic online and those who are not, I would love to know in the comment section below. If you know the facts and the data on the number of people that are toxic online and who are not, I would love to know in the comment section below. So make sure y'all link that if you have any information about that. I'm going to do some research myself on it as well. But as I was stating before, people are biased, and they can be biased for many reasons. They can be biased because of the way you look, the way you talk, the way you dress, who you date, who you hang around with, or how you conduct your life. I mean, they can be biased about anything, and this is just how our society is. This is human nature, and human nature is not going to change because someone's crying about it. All we're going to do is create different ways to deal with human behavior and still be able to be productive in society and to enjoy our lives. Because you only get one life, so you should enjoy it. If you're a person that loves gaming, you should be able to love gaming. You should be able to play online games if you love online gaming, regardless. Now, when he was telling about his experience as a 12-year-old, I can understand how that can be very traumatic for any kid. Me, myself, I didn't experience harassment and verbal abuse online until I was an adult. And even then, it was very traumatic for me because I never thought that I would hear that playing with people that are like-minded like myself, gamers. But that taught me a valuable lesson that the same people that I'm gaming with are just like the same people out there in the world. Everyone's not going to have my belief system. Everyone's not going to believe and conduct themselves how I think they should conduct themselves. And I had to realize that. And as I did, I was able to adjust myself. And I think that's what we need to be teaching those who did not learn these skills coming up as a person in life. We should be able to teach them the tools that they did not receive growing up to be able to handle themselves and be able to be productive in online gaming and enjoy online gaming without being scarred mentally. And I feel like that's what we should be doing as a community instead of just bashing online gaming because it's not going to change anything. And I really feel like he should talk about the progress that's been happening, because there's been a lot of progress. I mean, it hasn't been a dramatic change in online gaming. There's still a lot of toxicity in online gaming, but there has been some progress. And I think that progress needs to be talked about. We need to appreciate and talk about that, because there has been some progress, and we should be thankful for the progress that we have so far. And I'd love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. So make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Is toxicity still the reason why you don't play online games? Do you really care about the toxicity online gaming? Do you feel like people are just being whiners and not being grown-ups? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Make sure you hit that like button if you like content like this. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Sorry I haven't been uploading for the last month. A lot of things happened. But now I got everything straight, and I'll be uploading every Saturday at 10 p.m. So make sure y'all be ready for this new content I'm going to be releasing every week. And as always, thank you for staying to the end of the video. My name is Dmac. You've been watching Dmac Mad Gaming, and I'm out.